Hello, good morning. It's Friday, May 31st, and we're going to solve today's New York Times crossword that was constructed by Aidan Deschong. That's not a name I'm familiar with, so I'm guessing this is a debut puzzle for Aidan, but not positive. We've got a 43-day streak going. That's pretty good. We're content with that. And yeah, did live solves the last 2 days, so 3 in a row, the trifecta. Not bad. It's Friday. I'm off to work at the amphitheater where I work at. We're going to have a concert tonight, sold out show for Joe Russo's Almost Dead, which is not quite a Grateful Dead cover band, but more or less. And looking forward to that sold out show and on a beautiful night to kick off summer. So that's it. I got a long day ahead of me. Going to solve this puzzle and move on with my life. And you should do the same. Hope your week went well, and I hope this puzzle treats us well. So let's find out. One might read, select all images with bicycles. Well, that's a CAPTCHA. And CAPTCHA. Prove you're not a robot kind of deal. That's a terrific one across. Like that sets a really good tone. That's current and relevant. Make more fun and addictive in a way. Name meaning father of many. Babies snap out of them. That's onesies, right? Disrupt with technology as an existing industry. I feel like disrupt is the word I would use there. Disrupt with technology as an existing industry. Genealogist's tool. Lack of an edge. The Tempest King. Okay, this is going to be a hard one. It ends in September. Is été or French summer. 1, 2. Is it 2? When repeated informal term for supper. Is it like nom nom? Nom nom? I'm going to say it's nom nom. Things on a golf bag. What's on a golf bag? Only NFL team to win championships while representing 3 different cities. That's the Rams, right? St. Louis, Los Angeles, and another place. Pretty sure. Seething feeling is ire. It might raise a flap. And I'm thinking of like a tent. Might raise a flap. Clementine lookalikes. That's interesting. Interesting that it's a grid spanner, that it's a long answer. Clementine lookalikes. Is it like Tangelo oranges or like 2 words? Heads up in a review. Heads up in a review. Designer of Dallas's Meyerson Symphony Center. Went flying. Like sped. Musical originally released as a French concept album for short. What? That's too hard. Pricey oils are an example of wet blanket. Itty bitty skitterer. Yikes. Search through a trove of digital information. It's like data mine, right? I hope. Good Lord. Sisters are part of it. So like a nunnery? Too short for sorority. The Horn of Africa. The Horn. I mean, it's like the southernmost point, right? It's like a landmass. I don't think it's an island. Ticket issuer. Start of a hypothetical. They'll knock you out. What might cause 1 + 1 to be greater than 2? I don't know. Terrible. Very fast. That first pass took less than 4 minutes because we didn't really fill much in. I need a lot of help here. I am not doing great so far. They might be lost. Lost causes. Titular elementary school on TV. Oh, that's Abbott. Seen that show on NBC, I think. Go for. Go for. Dessert that rarely lives up to its name. Rarely lives up to its name. Hmm. Boxer's target is the chin. Reason to turn on headlights is probably haze. Boy, what oh, Uber eyes. Ugh. So basically, to disrupt a technology as an existing injury means to ruin it, um, to undercut the existing monopoly and then turn yourself into the new existing monopoly. Uh, Uber. Ugh. Go for is no. Rarely lives up to its name, like tort. Softness, I guess, is lack of an edge. And that's very literal compared to what we're looking at here. Go for, oh, prefer? Could be. This must be Abraham. Oh, tart rarely lives up to its name. Okay. Boy, what a mess. Hey, we got a corner. Mars, but not Venus. Um, is it a god? Is Venus a god? God? Something Holmes, founder of the website Jezebel. Fast break is a meal when you break your fast. This is a ratio thing, like is to, as to, is to. Anchoring, slangily. You betcha. One's dealing with joint inflammation. It's like smokers or stoners. Either way, that's going to be ORS, right? Smokers or stoners. Many opera level lovers are. What is this? One sec, I guess, right? Many opera lovers are. I used to use a hotel software called Opera, and I can't imagine. Well, no, I guess it would have to be capitalized then. Um, I feel like opera as a music genre should be capitalized too. No, many opera lovers. Angels we have heard on high is an example of carol, like a Christmas carol, maybe. Things on a golf bag, like things on a golf bag. Multinational supermarket chain. Oh, that's Aldi, right? Straps. Throat ailment would be strep. Crossing straps. Sure. Fries. Mushroom is a morel. I'm not a big mushroom guy. In fact, I usually would never order something with mushrooms in it at a restaurant. But when, like, around here, we get fresh forage mushrooms during the summer, and they're so good. Not morels so much, but porcinis mostly, and they're fantastic. What that can mean. Slash beat. Like outdo, something like that. Tolkien creatures. I mean, those could be orcs or ents. It's ending in S either way. But it could be orc or ent. It's probably no. This feels like it's going to end in a T, right? Built-in Windows application with a palette logo. Pardon me. Sorry about that. That's MS Paint is a Microsoft thing. Opening. A little more light, better angle. I don't know. Opening. Nuh-uh. That's a tough clue. Certain padded container. That's probably a mailer like you would get at the post office, a padded mailer. Segment of a game of horseshoes. Segment of a game. Good at the game operation, perhaps. Like steady. Got a steady hand, like a surgeon. Female flying group in World War II. Not sure about that. I know. That feels like it might be me, but I know. Sick. So nunnery could be wrong here. Active type. Loyalist during the American Revolution. Yee. So true. Amen. Pub pal is a mate. Hospital staffers. Okay, so those are either MDs or RNs, right? So nunnery is wrong. I wonder if MS Paint is right. The N was kind of what informed that. Where am I? Hospital staffers. So MDs or RNs. Moving on, back to the acrosses. Just about 11 minutes in. Obviously, we're doing a lot better on the top part of the grid here than the bottom. And we just lost nunnery, so that's not great. Make more fun and addictive in a way. More fun and addictive. I'm still wondering if this is God, Mars. Yes. I feel like, I don't know. Genealogist's tool is a DNA test. Ugh. That's not as complicated as I made it. God, I guess I'm going to say. Anna? Oh, gamify. Oh, boy. So gamify, Uber eyes, CAPTCHA. Some of these are not words words you might not find in a dictionary. Is this like Alonzo? Hankering is fiending. Same thing. So a lot of slang, a lot of yes siree. That's not, that's pretty casual language. When repeat, din din and stoners. Okay. Gamify. Oof, that was really holding me up there. It might raise a flap. Might raise a flap. Like litter, something opener, might raise a flap. Something opener. A letter opener. That is like the opposite of gamify and Uberize, right? Letter opener. Who sends or receives mail anymore, and who actually owns a tool that's designed to open mail? That's crazy. Clementine lookalikes. Mandarin oranges. That works. Heads up in a review. This, I'm just jumping around. Many opera lovers are serenaded. That works. And heads up in a review. Designer of Dallas's Meyer. Oh, so this is I Am Pei. When Flying is Sped. Musical originally released as a French concept album. Oh, Les Mis. Okay. Pricey oils are pricey oils. Wet blanket. Oh, beat is tired. Okay. And a wet blanket is dew, like out in the morning dew. Itty bitty skitterer is an ant. Sure. Curious. I want it to be like I wonder, but that's not it. Sisters are part of it. Sisters. Sisters are part of it. The Horn of the Horn of Africa. Of Somalia. Ticket issuer. Start of a hypothetical. Pretend. ... They'll knock you out. What might cause 1 plus 1 to be greater than 2? Well, this must be the wasps, right? Synergy? Oh, synergy. Oh. I was thinking like a literal math thing, and it's not that. The sum is greater than the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, kind of thing. Rings. That must be like peels. Oh, that's a spare in bowling. What is this? Something alert. Spoiler alert. Heads up in a review. Oh, okay. Boy, I was thinking like a peer review or like your boss is reviewing your quarterly work or something. More like a movie review. Opening is the aperture, as in a camera. Nuh-uh. Well, pricey oils are art. Nuh-uh. No, it isn't. I know. Is that Mimi? Sick. Active type. Hospital staffers. So something's wrong. Ticket issuer is a sisters are part of it. Whew. Okay. Curious. Curious. I mean, it's not nunnery, right? Sisters are part of it. Ticket issuer. They'll knock you out. Well, that's like ethers, right? Okay, that should help. This really feels like no, it isn't, but I know. Like, like, huh? Sick. Oh, active type is a doer. Systems are part of it. Ticket issuer. Oh, a trooper, like a state trooper, which would mean doctors. Oh, nunhood. Good lord, come on. Sick is dope. Curious. It's odd. A lot of slangy, dialogue-y stuff. I don't know. I still can't get over having letter opener along with all the rest of these very like 21st century things. I mean, there's so much like modern stuff here, and then we just have this letter opener. I don't know. It seems so odd. I mean, imagine explaining to a child today what a letter opener is, and even just like the concept of sending letters and yikes. I remember when I was a kid, I drove through a toll booth on the Mass Turnpike, Interstate 90, with my dad, and you would stop at the toll booth and you would throw in a handful of change into a bin, and it would catch it and it would read the change and it would tell you that you could proceed. And sometimes like a quarter would bounce out and you would like get out of your car and go like look for the quarter under the car to make sure the thing. Anyways, I remember my dad saying like, this is going to seem so outrageously dated, and you're going to tell your kids about this thing and they won't even believe you. Anyways, it's funny how times change. Moving on. CAPTCHA is a good. I mean, I already mentioned that's a good way to start a puzzle at 1A. It's fun. It's relevant. It's a little bit quirky, and I like it. Gamify, on the other hand, I wasn't as crazy about. That seems like a bit of a stretch and very vernacular-y for, I don't know. I don't even know who would use that word. Probably someone who talks a lot about synergy too. Abraham, father of many, onesies, Uber eyes. I live in a place with no Uber. I mean, it doesn't have no Uber, but there's like one or two people who drive Uber, and people from the city show up and they're like, "Oh, I'm just going to get an Uber there." And it's like, no, probably not. So it's funny how, I mean, 10 years ago, that was a thing you might be able to get, and now it's a thing you take for granted. Um, but overall, Uber's become just a much worse value, kind of similar to Airbnb. Just like it used to really make a lot of sense and get you a good deal, and now it don't. A DNA test, softness, Alonzo from The Tempest, of course. I do recall reading The Tempest in 8th grade with Mr. Toll, but I don't know anything about it. It was the sea was angry that day, my friends. It ends in September as Ete Sec Din. Don't love that section. We've got French, and then we've got two abbreviated words. Straps, rams, ire, letter opener, mandarin oranges. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert again, kind of fits in with all this moderny stuff. And I am pay, sped, les mis, art, do, ant, it's odd, data mine, another 21st century deal. Nunhood, not so much. Somalia, Trooper. This just reminds me of the movie Super Troopers, an absolute classic. Pretend, Ethers, Synergy. Again, 21st century. Causes, Abbott Elementary. Abbott Elementary, is entertaining enough. It's like a good sort of like not paying very much attention watch. But I would be curious to get the opinion of someone who works in public school and find out how accurate it is. Prefer tart, hit him on the chin, haze, a mess, God, Anna Holmes. I don't have any idea what the website Jezebel is, so I'm not surprised I don't know its founder. Meal is to fiending, yes siree, and like yes siree feels pretty old timey. Stoners, and these days, like I don't know, stoners like now they would be like they probably call them like vape heads or like dabsters or like some new lingo that like doesn't even we've never even heard of it. Um, Serenaded at the opera, Carol, another serenade situation. Aldi. I don't have an Aldi near me, so I don't know much about it, but I'm aware of it. My mom shops there in Florida. Peels, Strep, Morel, Spare, Tired, Ents, MS Paint, I'm just like consistently appalled by Microsoft. It is just all of their products are just absolute garbage, and somehow it's this gigantic company that made Bill Gates a gajillionaire. Like Word is terrible, Outlook is terrible, Excel is really good if you know exactly how to use it, which most of us don't. So I'm just going to assume MS Paint is pretty awful. Also, every time I open my computer, Microsoft Teams pops up. It automatically opens as if I'm always going to have a video meeting. Um, Anyways, that's my Microsoft rant. Um, Softness, Microsoftness. Anyways, Aperture. That's one my dad will appreciate. Camera Clue. No, it isn't. No, oh wait, no, it's not. That's a tough one because like at first I was like, no, it isn't. Then I was like, no, it ain't. And then I was like, yeah, just very broad. Could be a number of things. Padded mailer. Segment of a game of horseshoes is an inning. I did not know that. It's been a while since I played horseshoes, but it's a terrific game. Steady. Wasps. Uh-oh. Dope. Doer. Tory is a loyalist. Okay. I guess that is like the modern Tory party. Is that the same thing? Amen, mate, and doctors. So we did it. We solved a Friday puzzle constructed by a person we've never even heard of before, Aiden Deschong. So yeah, go us. We're pretty rad. Uh, Overall, I mean, this is what I'm looking for on a Friday: themeless, interesting fill, challenging clues. 1849 is about the level of challenge I am looking for live solve wise. Once we get into the 20s, it's like, okay, this was pretty tough. And if it's, below 15, then it's like, this should have been a little tougher. So 1849, right in the meaty part of the curve. I appreciate that. Like I said, I've got a real long day ahead of me. I'm going to be at work at 9 a.m., probably until like midnight. So, not planning to do a live solve tomorrow. I'm planning to be very tired and possibly a little bit hungover. We'll see. But looking forward to an awesome show tonight, and glad we're kicking off our summer season with a sold out concert. But you don't care. Speaking of things you don't care about, the NBA. Real bummer of a game last night. I can't believe Minnesota just rolled over like that. So looks like Celtics Mavericks in the final, and we're gonna have to play Kyrie Irving starting on Thursday. So I'm quite nervous. That's really all I'm gonna say about stuff you don't care about. Back to stuff you do care about: crossword puzzles. If you enjoyed this, then click the like button. Let me know you liked it. Even if you didn't like it, you can still click the like button. Or if you just appreciate that I did 3 solves in a row, you can click the like. Any reason. Your reasons are your own. I won't grill you about it. And if you are desperate to see me solve more crossword puzzles and make a fool of myself on YouTube, then please subscribe to this YouTube channel and you will see exactly that. But that's it. Yeah, I'll probably see you next week sometime, maybe Thursday, something like that. And until then, hope that all your puzzling goes well, and I hope you'll join me again next time. Thanks. Bye.